Hey, everybody. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's get this rolling. Now, trying to bring up the chat here. I had a little glitch earlier. I didn't have any audio, so I thought I'd give it another go. Play through this this very quirky game. Minnisota Fats Pool Legend. Based off of, I believe, Side Shot Pool, which you can get on if you have Nintendo Switch Online. It's on the Super Nintendo. There's a NES version too, and Genesis version that came out. But this one's by far the best one. So it's pretty cool. Let's see what we got for... trying to pull up the chat again. I always have trouble with this. Not being able to pull it up. Let's see. The docs menu. Yeah. I don't know what's up with this thing and the chat stuff. I hate missing out on the chat, but it's so quirky. I don't even know what the docs menu is. There it is, the docs menu. YouTube live control panel chat. There's a chat. It's on a Mac here, so everything's different, right? Oh. How's it going, Beats Creation Gaming? Glad you're here. You know, stick around for a little bit. I got the chat up finally, so let's get to the gameplay. I had to get this when I saw it. I don't know why I just decided to get into pool games again. I haven't played pool games for years, but I kind of found out, like, you know, you just got a couple of games here and there that you don't quite know how you got them. I mean, one of them, I think it's Championship Pool, I have on the Super Nintendo. It came with the Nintendo I bought when I bought it from somebody. So, that's kind of neat. Let me try and get this chat in the right place so I can see it all the time. Had a little bit of issues earlier with the stream again. So, what's funny is every time I click on... why does it do this? Every time I click on the game to play, the chat disappears. Yep, that's just the Mac. So clearly I'll have to just pop in every once in a while. Maybe between the contests here, the story mode. Fire up using my Super Nintendo controller. I don't have a Genesis style controller to play on this, so I'll use this and it works fine.
Minnisota Fats.
So here we go. Here's the intro. We'll go to story mode. And whoa! You know what else I noticed? My screen is out of... Is that better? Yeah. Let me go back to that. Sheesh. I don't know why I did that, but I'll just play in a smaller screen. It totally resized and I was cropping out a bunch of it. Let's go story mode. So if I pause the game once in a while, it's just so I can check in on the chat real quick. I think all I gotta do is click over to here and it pops right up. Yeah. Yeah, it pops right up. There we go. So let's go. Here's the intro video. This is one of those great cheesy, but plays perfectly well for an FMV back in the day.
Hey, how you doing, Fats? What are you up to?
Oh, hi, Fred. I'm waiting for Junior. He's supposed to stop by sometime today.
Hey, Pops, Fred.
Junior, how have you been? Sit down. You have a seat too, Fred. Junior, I've asked you to come here today for a reason.
This guy does not look like
You
Minnesota
know that
Fats.
I've spent all
But he
my life
he passed away
in
by
pool
now.
halls. Well, my reputation. People now call me the uncrowned king of pool.
Yeah, so what's the point?
Well, before I became known as a king of pool, there was this kid named Big G. He used to hustle all of my establishments, cheating and using all sorts of nasty tricks. And I taught him a pretty good lesson by beating him in his own game and winning all of his earnings. Now I hear that recently he's come back to stink up my pool halls again. Not alone, but with his boys.
It's interesting, Fats. Can we hurry this up?
Junior, don't be obnoxious with me. I'm the one known for that. Anyway, I would really
This
like
guy
to
doesn't
see
sound
you
like
use
Minnesota
my
Fats either.
old-fashioned
Minnesota
stuff.
Fats sounded like
Well, I've gone
W.C.
through
Fields.
over-hustling.
He kind of
So
had
this
that
is where you
talk,
come
you
in.
know,
I know
but he was
how
always a
big you are.
smart ass,
I
and he was
taught you a lot of
funny
my own
as hell.
tricks.
I mean,
want
he
you to
wasn't the
find Big
greatest
G and
pool
teach him a
player in the
lesson
world,
the second
but he
and
was a
last
hustler
time.
back in the day.
You know, Fats, you're always asking for trouble. But if you want me
There's
to...
a video of him
okay,
on
I'm
Worldwide
game.
Sports with
As soon
Howard
as that's
Cosell, him playing Willie
Well, see you
Moscone
later,
back in the
Fats.
day.
I gotta bail.
Gotta see it.
Take it easy, Fred.
Minnesota Fats was actually New York Fats and something else, but he claims that The Hustler, the Paul Newman movie, was based on him. The Jackie Gleason character.
Don't break the door. Junior's got
Don't break the door.
Look at this.
Claimed it was on him, so he took over the
I can't
name.
believe he actually joined up with Big
Willie
G.
Moscone
What happened? I gotta put a stop to this.
worked with
Fats,
them
you're
on the
not doing
film
yourself, are you?
back
Big
then,
G's a pretty big guy these
and
days.
claims it
Oh,
wasn't,
yes,
but
I am.
you know, that's the way it
Basically,
goes. So
when
they
you
had
want
this
things
riff.
done right, you gotta do it yourself,
So knowing they had a
right?
rift, it was really fun watching them play each other as senior citizens by then. And even Minnesota Fats had even had a stroke by then,
because they're cheating.
and still was a pretty good player.
Better come back with me. Watch the hall for me when I'm gone, Fred.
The door, again. They don't make things like they used to. Look at all the abuse that door took. So there's a good history with Minnesota Fats and Willie Moscone and, you know, his whole story that ties into The Hustler, the movie, in a way, I guess. Obviously, The Hustler, Jackie Gleason played a much cooler character than Minnesota Fats was. But I love that movie. It's a great movie. The Color of Money was great, the follow-up to that. Really, really good film if you've never seen that.
Oh, Minnesota Fats. I guess no reason why you can't come in.
And I'm not a big pool fan. It's just, you know, I like pool. I like some pool games, and I was like,
Is that you?
I got to get this one once I saw
Join
it.
up with Big G and Company too? Oh, I see. So you're after Big G. Well, in that case, let's just see if you've got the stuff. You know me. I don't let easy money just walk on by. Come on.
She does feel like you'd see her in a pool hall. So there's like there's four, I think, challengers in this. So you start off with the lag, you know, to get the ball closest to the rail. Well, this won't be hard to beat. Let me try and not just beat her by much, you know. It's got good music too in here. This is really good music. Now, the downside is the physics are like anything back then. You know, you can't get every shot because you just don't have the angles. Once you're further away from the cue ball, your angle gets wider, and you can't sometimes get something in the pocket. I recently bought Virtual Pool 3, and that game is fantastic. It's hard to get running on anything these days. I fortunately have an old XP with the right graphics card and everything, and it ran beautifully. But I can't emulate it on anything to record it, so I'd have to record it probably from my phone or something like that. But I will do that someday. But that is spot on. If you miss a shot, it's your fault. But these old games, you got to get a little lucky. So we start out with the break, Like I said, we're going to have 4 challengers. Let's see if I can get to 3 or 4 of them. I never beat the final guy. They get so good. Let's see how it goes. Let's see, I'll drop the ball here. And not quite full. Let things break apart. I don't usually get stuff on the break, so that's okay. I mean, the only thing this could have added was throwing in some of W.C. Fields' real commentary here and there. It would have been fantastic because he had so many one-liners and stuff, so many stories that were just more BS than, you know, out in the field of bulls. All right, I got stripes. And, you know, you're hoping for a good layout on the table. So just pushing up, down, left, and right. If I push up, it'll go all the way up. If I push down, it'll go straight down. And the weird thing is like, if you push left or right, you'd think it might just circle counterclockwise or clockwise, but it doesn't. It just goes to that point, and then you have to push up again to get around. It's almost like if a circle pad existed. You can see how I'm moving it like this. It just moves fast. It's not like the Super Nintendo version, which lets you use the top 2 triggers to do micro fine-tuning. This has fine-tuning, but it's just tapping one at a time. I don't know if you can see that, but it's... Oops, I'm moving the wrong way. There we go. You can see how it's just moving a little bit. And, I mean, fine-tuning is... That's it for fine-tuning, each chunk of that. And like I said, as you get further away from the ball, the angles get... You just got to deal with it. If you can't make the angle into a pocket, you're going to have to try a bank shot. So, let me start with going at this one. I don't know why they didn't use the fine-tuning that the triggers on the Sega Saturn controller had, because that would have been fine. And then after you line up, you just hit your A button, and then that little coin that goes back and forth is your strength meter. Simple as that. Now let's just see if I can get through a few of these guys. They get hard fast. And I can't say that this would make me a better pool player, but playing that virtual pool actually I think could make me a better pool player in real life. And as far as this goes, yeah, I'm gonna hit that if I do that. I don't think I can get this. If you hit the wrong ball, you're gonna foul. I don't know, it's my best chance right now. Yeah, didn't have an angle though. Didn't have an angle. But yeah, I really got into watching, after I got a few of these games recently again, I got into watching a lot of those old pool matches with, I mean, I can't even think of all the names, like Earl Strickland and stuff, because I was one of those kids that watched this on ESPN when they used to show a lot of pool, and they had the old timers plus the new people. So, I mean, I've forgotten more names than I can remember. All right, I'm just going to try and break these two up a bit. Get some space here so I can get some shots. All the balls are pretty heavy on that side of the table, which is going to make it tricky. Sometimes you almost got to let them clear out so you can get more shots. Yeah, I didn't get myself a good angle here. That's great. Do I want to try and run this? See, if I run that down, I'm going to hit the other ball. Oh, if you push your B button, you get to see the numbers, so you can make sure. Sometimes, you know, a stripe can look like a solid and vice versa on here a little bit, but generally you can just tell by looking at them. But this is probably more for when you're playing like 9-ball in this, and you got to hit everything in order. But this is just regular pool, so you're just sinking all your stripes or solids, whichever ones you got, and then finally putting in the 8-ball. You don't want to hit the 8-ball in before, because you'll lose the match. So you got to be careful of that. All right, let's give this one a go, because I Got to get it past that. Again, I'm not going to get this, I can tell. I might even hit that ball. Yeah. I didn't hit it, but... And you could fill up a thimble with what I know about pool. So, it's just a fun game. You know, I play bowling games, golf games. I like tennis. I like a lot of these casual sports games. And like I said, I discovered that I probably had about 5 or 6 of them already. And I was like, well, what are the best ones out there? Let me just get some of those and see what they are, and then I'll just play them and have some fun. See, this is another one where it's going to be tricky. Do I got the right angle on this? There we go. I'd rather go for you. Again, I learned a lot from that virtual pool pretty quick. It's got a, I don't know, she was a famous lady called, I think, the Spider Lady or something, or the Widow, the Black Widow. You people that play pool might know who she is. One of the tips was pretty clear, like if you line up your shot, like straight into the pocket you want to go, and you put a cue ball right next to the ball, that if you'd hit it straight in, what you want to do is envision that kind of cue ball there as a ghost ball, and then that's where you want to hit your ball into to give it the right angle, which was a fantastic tip. It's probably the best, most basic tip anyone playing pool could be told at first. I can see I'm so close here I can't tell what the right angle is on it. I'm just going to go straight across, see if I can clip it. And I missed it. It's so close because that little guide, those little guide bubbles, they're just slightly smaller than the cue ball. So you can't line it up perfectly. You got to think about that's the center. So they don't quite give everything to you. But it still is very helpful, obviously, to get a guideline like that. I mean, in that Virtual Pool 3, everything's 3D, so you can look at it like you're looking at a real table, and you can turn off the guidelines and just play it. Alright, so I get ball in hand, because... Jeez, can I even hit this straight down there? Let's see how accurate this would be, just hitting it straight in, because if that ball's on the rail, my ball's on the rail, I hit it perfectly straight, it should go in. And it was. See, now what angle do I have on these? Not much. I'm probably just going to tap this. I mean, I could try and clip this one and just clip it. Is that enough? So the 9 into the 12. You don't have to call things in here, so I'm just trying to get it to... Which one should I try? That? Is it called a carom shot? Yeah. Didn't quite get it. Boy, a little harder. That might have gone in the side pocket. Oh, he almost just lost the match right there. See, I gotta get the ball around the other side because... Oh, here's the other thing. If you hold down the button that shows you the numbers, if I hold down that B button and go all the way around this, you can see I can put English on this, which is very handy. And if you get up to the top, you do a masse and you can jump the ball, jump it, or put a lot of spin on it. There are times when you definitely want to use some English, but it's very hard for average players like us to just conceive. So, I mean, I could try. So if I'm hitting this, I'm trying to think backwards. Is that going to turn it into the 9? Let me just see. I'm not good at this. Let's just see what happens. This will be a miracle if this goes in. Yeah, I see. I didn't hit it hard enough. It started turning. I got it turning the right way, but I would have had to hit it much further to the left and turn it in. The computer can figure that out, and you'll see probably in the later matches how good they can get. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I could be in trouble now. Once the table gets a little more open, the computer can do a lot better. Oh, that was almost a very lucky bounce. All right, let's try and get this in the side pocket. Again, these are so hard to judge. Is it this one? That looks like, yeah, this might not cut enough, but I need to get some power on it, so I gotta hit it a little stronger. Yeah. You don't want to do that. You don't want to knock in the 8 ball. And then I just put that ball in a worse position. It's funny, sometimes you'll have a heck of a time, and other times you'll run the table pretty good. Hey, that was useful. Because you just get all the angles that are possible. Let's try again to do a little clip and a clip. That's probably not enough. That's okay. Didn't even hit it. I was just trying to get that to catch that other ball and push it towards the pocket more so I have a better shot later. Yeah, another thing you'll find is they're very good on the banks eventually in the higher levels. And this is also what happens when you don't play enough. I'm just gonna see. This will either probably go in the bottom or the top, depending on how it bounces. Well, that didn't look like that was gonna straighten that out. And that's what I mean. It's a little tricky. That looked like it was definitely gonna just hit it to the right a bit. And then I was hoping if I hit it hard enough, it would bounce a couple times and it would hit one of those side pockets. Yeah, she, the computer, female player, just hit straight on, which is weird. But I guess I did that too. All right, come back up. And now, obviously, a lot of it's positioning your ball for the next shot. So, I mean, it's not going to matter because I'm not going to bank it off anything. But if I did, I could try and get it to follow a bit up to the top and set up so I can get the 8. But I don't know. Yeah, didn't move much. Yeah, call my shot. Sure. I'll call that, and then I'll try and hit it back towards that. Now I might end up putting the 8 ball down in the other side, so I'm going to not hit it too hard. Yeah, I didn't even have the angle. But if they miss, I got a good shot now. But if they hit it, I'm probably done. Oh yeah, just put that in the way. Yeah. Is this gonna go? This is tough because I can't hit their ball. See, sometimes that's too much of an angle. Hey, all right. Wasn't the best win, but. All right, let me pause this for a second. There we go. Check into the chat. Nice of anybody to stop by. I don't know if anyone plays pool, but this is a really cool game. I got it for a steal because it's usually a pretty expensive game. But it was.
Hey, Fats, you're okay.
Let's listen to her
so
real quick.
Where's you now? Oh, that's right. You're after G. Well, I'm warning you. You got some brushing up to do before you can even try hustling Big G. What do I know about him? Well, I know the man and your little junior own this cool pool bar. They've been hustling rich tourists and eating them alive at 6 dimes.
She seems crazy. Like, yeah, a crazy girl you'd find maybe in a pool hall. I don't want to stereotype, but
Fats! How you doing? Long time no see. It's me, Diamond, your old pal. What are you doing here in Mr. G's pool bar?
Diamond.
Me? Well, I've joined the man. Big bucks, you know what I mean? You see, I'm not the Diamond you used to know. I've become quite a player in my own way. And as you can see,
What's that supposed
it's
to
become
mean?
rewarding. Now that I've caught you here, you're not going anywhere without crossing two sticks with me. I've always wanted to see Minnisota Fats go broke, especially if I got to pocket the money. It would also up my reputation as a pool shark.
How about this music?
Come on, join me, for old time's sake.
I really like the music in this game. It's very fitting. Look at this, big money already. Minnesota Fats used to say that. He's like, I'd never play for more than 500,000. You know, he'd say stuff like that, and it's just crazy. He says something like, I'm good at 10 things, and I can only mention 8. The guy was such a character. I like how they get different music for each table, too. Let's get a good break here. Something go in. That down a little bit. The music plays a lot louder than the movies. Alrighty, let's swing back over here. This looks like the easiest shot. I want to go a little more. Yeah, I'll probably just gently tap that and try and get it to roll in. Oh! Set up for a couple of good shots here. Let's try and back this up a little bit after, just a little. Sometimes things line up real nice. Is that too much? I won't hit it too hard. Yeah. Now I screwed myself. But you know what we can do? That's too much. That's not enough. But let's do it. We go up, we're going to do a jump. We're going to jump the ball. Yeah, set it up for later. These first two you can usually get through. It's the third guy that's iffy, and the last guy is really tough. May have took that angle out for me right now. I'm gonna hit the other ball if I do that. Oh no, maybe not. Boy. Oh. Oh geez, what do I go for? You know what? I'll go for this one because it's a little harder to get in the side pockets. Alright, that's straight on. I got no choice. I gotta play that angle right there. And it might not go. Again, you don't get all the angles on this. It's just impossible. You know, the further your aim gets away from the ball, the less refinement you get on your angles. They jump wider. It's just like if you think of a cone going out, you know, it's just changes. Had it. That was nice. And this is even better. This is even better. Let's see what I got left. I got that 14 left after, and the 8-ball. See, this game's already going smoother. It just happens sometimes. But then I could spend twice as much time on the last couple of balls. But this is the kind of setup I need for the final match, or I'm never going to beat the final boss. Crap. That looks like I'm going to overcut it, and that looks like I'm going to undercut it in there. This is where the computer is good. Sorry if that's loud. The music changes. Where the computer is good because they really can play bank shots well, where they know they don't have the angle to the pocket, and they'll... That or that. I mean, that looks like it should kiss it down in there if I hit it soft enough. Yes. Killing this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that pocket. And you can choose any pocket. You just go around the table, you know. And then I want to make sure I don't scratch. Choose the pocket. Put a little English on it so it doesn't drip into one of them. See, because that's right almost in the center. Like, it's going to be tempted to want to go... If I hit this in, my cue ball is going to be tempted to go right into that side pocket. Go, 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 go. Well, I'm pretty much set up to get that in there eventually, but I don't know if I'll get another shot. Watch him run the table now. I've seen it happen before. Just, oh. Where can I even place this? Right? I'm trying to see that angle. I'm gonna hold a pencil up to the screen and just see. I know this is probably cheating, but it's no different than holding a... Okay, that could be good. I think I'm in the right spot. Look, I chose it before I even held up the pencil. Yes. And then just knock the crap out of it. See, that match went really good. That was great. I mean, I smoked this guy, and he's usually tougher. All right, on to the next thing. Let's see. Let's see where we go.
You haven't changed a bit. You know, I gotta tell you, I originally joined Big G because I was envious of you as a pool player. I thought I could be big in a different way. I also thought I could really beat you this time. But I guess you've proven me wrong. Big G? Well, I guess he's over at that other pool hall of his. Here's the address. I guess your boy will be there too.
A little fancier. She was on a matchbook, I think, right? The address? This guy had a business card. Much classier than a matchbook. Not my level of class. I'm matchbook level.
Welcome to my private pool parlor. Rose, could you please excuse us for a second? Mr. Fats and I have some business to discuss. Well, Fats, it's been a long time. You know, that boy of yours is a pretty good hustler, you know. I can't tell you how happy I am just to take him under my own wing. Yeah, we made some serious bucks together, and bucks are what makes this world go around, man. Since you're here, I'd like to cut you in, too. You know, make you part of the winning team.
See, now Big G.
Make it sort of like a family reunion.
He's wearing a tux.
So what you think about over a little friendly game of pool, huh? Come on.
I mean, they thought it through. You're moving up. they're always. I'm gonna watch where he gets first because they're always pretty good at this. Look at this guy. How am I gonna beat that? I can do that 1 in 50 shots. Too much. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? How do you beat that? Oop. Getting a little loud again. But again, nice music change. A little different on each one. Ooh, he usually syncs something. Oh, man. I mean, look at this. It's almost all solids on the top of the table and stripes on the bottom. What to go for? I mean, there's a lot of clustering down at the bottom there, so maybe that's not. Maybe I want to go for solids. This is where you could win or lose the game. Well, now he gets to choose probably. He won't miss a shot. He'll somehow get one in. Swinging. Almost puts me on the rail. Doesn't give me the best shots. Let's try and clip this in. Nope. Botched it. You only get a couple of misses against these guys once you get into these last couple of games. He almost put that 8-ball in. That would have been the end of him. I don't mind a cheap win against the computer. You see that? He almost got it in again. He almost got 2 in. Look at that. I mean, how are you supposed to beat this guy? I might as well just... Oh, he's gonna... Oh, he jumped it. I mean, I almost have to just give up. Because look, the 8-ball's now in front of everywhere I'm going to want to pocket these. I'm dead. Is that possible? No. Well, let's see if I can just clear some balls down there. You know what I should do? I should shoot right into here and clear 2 of these out and try and get something. But I'll probably bank that right into the 8. Oh, good, it didn't. That's where I need to be positioned to get a lot of those shots in. Because, yeah, I'm dead right away. You can't jump that. Is he gonna try and jump that? Oh my gosh. Whoa, what am I supposed to do with this? I mean, that's crazy. He just smoked me. They really ratchet up the difficulty in the last couple. Fortunately, you get a few replays on this.
Well, Fats, looks like the decision's made. You're flat broke anyway. You, Junior, and me. What a team, huh? Follow me.
Junior.
Glad you could join up, Pops. I always said money makes the world go round.
All right, we can't give up. Let's try one more time. Yeah. Yahoo! He looks all inspired. Back to New York. This is Minnisota Fats' real stomping grounds.
Welcome to my private pool parlor. Could you please...
Yes, we know what you have to say, Big G. We don't want to hear it. Let's play. What's the G stand for? I didn't have a chance in that one. Oh, you know, it doesn't hit the same. There's some variable in this, too. Right away, sinks one. Yep. I probably played through this like 8 times, and I beat this guy twice. And it wasn't easy. It's almost like you just sit back and watch. He doesn't scratch. See how that angle changes? And you're like, is that even going to go in? Ah, went a little too much. Can I line that up? Will that go in? I'll give it a shot. Try and squeak it. Yeah, the angle wasn't there. The angle wasn't there. I shouldn't have tried it. I keep forgetting I can jump the ball. I should do that more. I wasn't even watching that. Did he sink his own ball? No. I thought he was going to sink 2 balls. See, that's tempting if I was right on the rail, but here's a tricky angle. Almost impossible to calculate. No, didn't quite get it. Yeah, they're good at the bank shots. This is slipping away quick. Come on, that's just beautiful. I can't do that. I can't do that. No, we're gonna go for this. 15 there. No, I just don't have the angles. Should have hit it harder. It would have went in. Maybe I should just hit things harder and hope. You know, that's the only good thing is I got. Yeesh. That seems like what the computer does sometimes. It just hits hard and then extra stuff goes in. Can I clip that just right? Well, if I miss this, I'm going to hit my other ball, so. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that makes it nasty. I mean, it helps me for him right now. Like, if he sinks this next one, he's going to have a hell of a time getting that 8-ball in. No, he played it to break those up. It was brilliant. I got to run this out or he's going to win. I got no chance if I don't do this. I hurt myself on that one. Oh, give me some luck. What do I go for? I think I'm better off trying to get this one to catch. Oh my God, can I beat this guy? It's so scary, this angle. That's gonna go straight, right? But what's enough? This is everything. This is everything right here. This shot is everything. What's the right call? No! I'm probably done anyway. Oh, he actually missed. That's really fortunate this late in the game. It gave me a chance. Do I got a shot on anything here? Hopefully I get the angle, because if I don't get this, he'll win. Guaranteed if I don't get this. Come on! He doesn't usually miss twice. Doesn't usually miss twice. That's not fair. Straight in. I give up. I give up. I'm not going to get to play junior. Just can't beat this guy right now.
Well, Fats, looks like the decision's made. And you're flat broke anyway.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's a game, you know. Well, like I said, I got a good deal on it because it was all scratched up, but it still played. So I was able to rip it and play it in the emulator. But, you know, it's out there. If people want it, you know, I'm not too fussed on old games now that people can't access any other way. You know, I just wish there was a way they could just re-release this stuff digitally. But I know there's a lot of legalities, you know, you got to sign up for all the licensing, you got to sign up for all the, I'm guessing, the developers and then the publishers at the time. So I never know who owns the games, but I'm really glad to have this. It's presenting a good challenge. There's also tournament modes you can play. And there's 8-ball, 9-ball, I think 1 pocket maybe. I don't know. I'll probably come online and play one of those someday just to see how far I can get. So there we go. That's Minnisota Fats Pool Legend. It's from probably 95 for the Sega Saturn. Again, you know, if you want to get into pool, watch a few old pool matches, you know. Watch some of those old Worldwide Sports or ones that were on in the 80s on ESPN and stuff. I mean, before ESPN was huge, they'd show a lot of stuff like this, like pool matches, you know. And then, you know, there's a lot of good players I've discovered just in the last month or so watching clips. But, you know, I miss the old days of the pool hustler and stuff like that. And, again, another way to get into it is watch The Hustler with Paul Newman, you know, Fast Eddie, right? And watch The Color of Money. Really good follow-up for all those years later. So, there we go. A little bit of pool for you. I got about 7 or 8 pool games. I'm just going to keep playing them over this month, you know. I think it ties right into me playing things like the bowling I like and tennis and golf. This is just right in that, I think, that realm of sports. So, it's very fitting. All right, thanks for hanging out with me live. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.